Hello, sewing colleagues. I am Mercy Acho from Maryland Royal Government House, Abuja, Nigeria. In case you are new here, and welcome to my channel. Also, welcome to today's tutorial. Today's tutorial will be on how to draft what is popularly known as bustier or princess dart. If you want to see the tricks and techniques involved in achieving that, please sit patiently and watch the video to the end. Before we go further, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing. If you subscribe, click on the notification bell. That way you will always receive notification that a new video has been uploaded by me. To those that have subscribed already, thank you so very much. Without wasting any much of your time, let's just go into the tutorial at once. We will begin this tutorial with our horizontal measurement, which is the bust point, under bust length, and then the half length of this top. So we are going to begin by drawing one inch from here to here. This is going to be our starting point, like so. So this is going to be our starting point, also known as shoulder line. So from this point here, this 1 inch we dropped from the top here, we are going to measure bust point. The bust point we are working with here is 10. And then under bust length is 13. The half length we are working with is 16. So instead of 16, I'm going to mark 17. I'm going to mark 17. The reason for this is because this is going to be a peplum top. And so we will be needing ½ inch allowance to sew here, and then ½ inch allowance at the shoulder area. You can as well mark 16.5, but I want 17 inches just to be on the safe side in case I'll be trimming out anything. I won't be thrown in confusion just in case I over trimmed, right? So that's the reason for the 1 inch there. Although as we proceed, I will be also adding ½ inch allowance at the shoulder pad, but just this 1 inch here is for safety reason. You can as well leave 16.5, but 17 inches is okay for me, just to be on the safe side. All right, so this point here, I'm going to mark it here, same here, same here. I'm going to be marking them this way so that I can have straight line, or so that the line here and here will be in uniform. So the next thing will be to insert our shoulder measurement. So the shoulder measurement we are working with is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. I'm going to be marking the 8 here from this edge here, like so. So I'm going to be marking 8 here, and then I will add 0.5, which is ½ inch for sewing allowance. After that, we will be inserting our bust span measurement. Bust span measurement here is the distance between one nipple to another nipple, which is also known as nipple to nipple measurement. the bust span measurement we are working with here is 7. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So instead of marking 3.5, I'm going to mark 4. Half inch there is for sewing allowance. So if your bust span measurement is 4, which is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Make sure not to mark exactly 4. Mark 4.5. The half inch there will be for your sewing allowance. If you mark exactly 4, by the time you sew it, you'll be having 7 inches at the end of the day. I hope that is clear. So I'm going to be marking this 4 inches all the way to the end of this, the length of this top. So the next thing is to connect this dot. So the next thing we'll be working, we will be doing right now is to insert our armhole measurement. And that armhole measurement, I'm going to mark whatever I have here. I'm going to bring it down here so it will enable me to draw a straight line for my armhole measurement. Exactly. So like so, 8.5. So this is, I'm going to draw a straight line here. This line here will be where we'll be inserting our armhole measurement. So the next thing will be to insert our neck width measurement. Now, I really don't know the neck width to do at the moment, but I'm just going to be marking 3 inches, all right? And the neck depth as well, I'm going to be marking 3 inches. This is for illustration purposes, all right? So let's take it to be the way it is right now. I might change the neck design later on. The next thing is to drop our shoulder slope by 1 inch, like so. Like so. 1 inch. And so the armhole measurement we are working with is 9. The armhole measurement we are working with is 9. And so this is 9 here, and we are going to draw it like so. We are going to bring the line this way. And so the next thing is to check the middle of this armhole. Where is 9? The middle of 9. Of course, 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So this is the middle of our armhole, right? Good. The next thing will be to connect this, our bust, this line, this bust span measurement line here. We are going to connect it to meet with this line, like so. So that is that. From this, from the middle of our armhole, I'm going to be dropping by 2.5 inches. You can make it 2 inches, but 2.5 is what I want to work with here. So I'm going to connect this 2.5 to meet here, or here to meet with 2.5, whichever way you want it. So I'm going to be connecting it like so. So like I said, 2.5 is not fixed. You can make it 2 or 2.5. I'm working with 2.5 here. So after this, we are going to, so let me first of all cuff my armhole. So this is our armhole here. So after this, we are going to create our cup. And to do that, I'm going to come in by 2 inches. and also so this is under bust length. From your shoulder to here is under bust length. So from under bust line here, I came in by 2 inches, and here also by 2 inches. All right. And so I'm going to draw a straight line to meet here. So this line is already giving us our princess dart. And so this other side, we are just trying to create our curve, right? So the next thing to do in creating our curve is from your bust point, from this bust point, I'm going to drop by 1 inch, all right? Good. And then I'm going to use my curve ruler to show you how to curve your curve. So I'm going to keep my curve ruler like so to meet here. Can you see? And then I will draw this curve like so to meet here. Good. I'm also going to go up by 1 inch like so. So this line, instead of coming down to meet here, I'm going to draw it to meet here like so. So the reason for this is to create room for our bust to sit appropriately, all right? So that's the reason for this 1 inch down. That's the reason for this 1 inch up and 1 inch down. And then I shifted my line to meet the bust point. Instead of meeting the bust point, I redirected it to meet this 1 inch, just so we will have room for our bust to sit. I hope that is clear. So the next thing is to blend this line like so. So I'll use my curve ruler to blend this space like so. So ignore this line here, this one, ignore it. So this is our curve. Now, the next thing to do is I'm going to elongate this line here by 2 inches. The reason is because by the time I cut it the way it is like this, when I want to join it to this other one, this one will be very short. Thereby, it will affect our armhole greatly. By the time I sew it, it can't meet up with this. It will be somewhere here, and it will make our armhole to be too wide, bigger than the normal measurement. So for that reason, I'm going to increase here by 2 inches like so. I will use my ruler to lengthen this line here. So automatically our armhole has shifted. So this is our new armhole here, all right? So this is our new armhole. This is our new armhole. The next thing to do is to insert our vertical measurement, which is bust round, under bust round, and waist round. So this is our bust round. Let me label it. This is our bust point, and then our bust length, under bust length, U, B, L, under bust length. Then this is our half length, which is HL, half length. Bust point, under bust length. Your under bust length is from your shoulder to the end of your bust. That is your under bust length. And then our half blouse length. So this top is going to have peplum on it. So right now we are going to be working with our vertical measurement. So we are going to start with the bust round. The bust round we are working with is 38. 38 divided by 4, we have 9.5, right? So we are going to be marking our 9.5 here. We'll also mark it here, this 9.5, we will mark it here, like so. Remember here we have 2.5 inches that is going to go out from this measurement. So we have to add it back here so that our measurement will not be shortened in any way. So we are going to mark these 2 inches, we are returning it back here before we will add our sewing allowance. So I marked 4 inches for sewing allowance. So I'm also doing the same thing here on this bust point, 2 inches that is going to go out, then 4 inches for extra for sewing allowance. Then the next thing will be our under bust round measurement. So this is going to be our vertical measurement, under bust round measurement, right? So the under bust round we are working with is 32. 32 divided by 4, we have 8, right? So we are going to mark this 8 here, and then remember this 2 also is going to go out, so we are going to add it here. If we don't add it here, we are looking for trouble, because by the time this space here goes out, there's going to be an opening here, and you need something to fill this gap. That is why we are returning these 2 inches here before we will add our 4-inch extra for sewing allowance, right? Now I'm going to mark the measurement I have from under the bust here on my waist round. This is because the measurement I have here and here are the same. So your own casement might not be like mine. If your waist measurement is bigger than your under bust round measurement, please do well to measure it by 4, insert it here, and then you don't forget to add these 2 inches here before you add your extra for sewing allowance. Is that clear? The reason why I'm going to replicate this measurement here is because these measurements, the under bust round measurement and the waist round measurement, are equal. All right, so the measurement I have here is 8, and then here I'm marking 8 as well, plus these 2 inches that is going to go out, and then our sewing allowance 4 inches. Good. So I'm going to connect the dots like so. So make sure to blend these corners like so. Blend these corners so it won't be so sharp there. All right, so the next thing to do before I will cut this out, at the shoulder measurement we are going to add 0.5, that is ½ inch for our shoulder seam allowance. All right, so make sure to place your tape this way. So this is my ½ inch here. I'm placing it on this line here to mark ½ inch for sewing allowance, like so. So is that okay? Then I'm going to elongate this line here, and then I will join this dot together like so. So this is for our shoulder seam allowance. All right, so we are going to cut it out. Just follow closely and see the places I will be cutting from, or I will be cutting through. and like so. So I'm going to cut this slanted area like so. Remember, I told us that this is not the neck design I might be using. If not, I would have cut it through like so. So I'm not working with this neckline. Later on, I will let us know the neckline we are working with. We are going to cut this like so as well. Watch closely. So from here, I'm going to turn my hand like this, gently like so. And then through this way. So did you see what I was trying to explain while we were adding these 2 inches? You can see that this is going out already. It's no longer included in our measurement. So if you don't add it, after taking your measurement, if you don't add these 2 inches like what we did here, you're going to run into trouble. All right, so this is going out already. Let's continue. And then this also is going out. See? So this is what we have here. Before I forget, you see that this thing, this front side is supposed to be on fold. So when you're cutting it to your fabric, make sure to fold your fabric. Let your fabric be on fold like so. Let your fabric be on fold like so. This way, fold your fabric into 2 like so, right? Before you place your pattern to cut. I didn't want to waste my paper, that is why I cut it 1 like this. But when you're placing it on your fabric to cut out, please remember to fold your fabric into 2 this way, and then you can now place it very close like so. Did you see that? Like this. Place it very close, very close to the edge of this folded area, and then you can cut. Also this one, this is going to be 2 pieces. This is going to be 2 pieces. When you're cutting this side, make sure it is 2 pieces. All right, so we are going to use this to cut the back side, the back side of this top. So to cut the back side, this is what we will be doing. I will mark 1 point. Let me mark the length first of all. This is the length we are working with, right? And then the next thing, is to mark our zipper allowance. Remember, the back is going to have zipper allowance. So the zipper allowance I'm marking right now is 1.5 inches. That's the zipper allowance I want to leave for this outfit. So I'm going to draw a straight line connecting these points together. Remember, we dropped by 1 inch in front, so I'm going to do just that right now. then from here we are going to get our 17 inches, which is here and here. So I'm going to join these lines like so. So the next thing will be to bring the front center piece like so. Make sure it is sitting properly on this line, which is the center front, right? Which is the center front. So I have sellotaped the front piece, the center front piece, to the to where I want to cut the center back piece. And I'm going to also do same with the front side piece like so, right? So this, I'm going to hold it, keep it like so. I'm not going to sellotape this. I'm just going to look for some stuff to place it there so it will not move. So this is how I want to cut the back side of my princess dart. Some people have their method of going all over taking the measurement again. I don't want to go through that stress. This process, I've been using it for a long time and it's been working fine for me. So if you follow this process, you won't make any mistakes, all right? So this is the way I place it. This is the bust area. Remember, the back does not have any bust, so I'm shifting it to the end to come in like so, right? Make sure the down part are equal so you can see. So this is the bust area. Shift it to the to come in like so, the way I'm doing here. Can you see? And then shift it like so. Make sure it covers, because the back does not have any bust. The back side does not have bust on it. The down part is also equal. Can you see? What I need on this side is just this shape here, and it will go this way. So this is how to cut your princess dart on your back, the back side of your top. If you don't want to go through the process of taking your measurement all over again, this method is perfect. So you go over cutting it like so. Make sure it's equal like so. So this is the side I need. I'm cutting it the way it is. I'm not adding any allowance because whatever allowance I need is already here, so it's going to fit very well. So like so, follow the armhole area. So when you get here, right, when you get here, you just come, draw your armhole like so to meet this area here, right? All right. So from here, you can see where I am. I'll just bring it up like so to meet with this. All right, with this. So this is what it is. I'm going to bring out this stuff. So the only thing I needed for the back side is just this shape and then here. So I'm going to bring it away like so, and then I will cut it here just the way it is here, like so. and then I have my side back already. I hope this makes sense to you. And so I'm only going to cut out also to the back side. Remember, we slanted our shoulder by 1/2 inch. So this side is our zipper allowance, and that is that. So I'm going to pull out this front like so. So I'm cutting from the sellotape I used to pin it down to the back. This is the back center piece and back side piece, and this is the front center piece and the front side piece. So if you're cutting the back also, remember to cut 2 pieces for the back and 2 pieces of this one. Also the same with the front side piece, you're cutting 2 of this. And then the center front, you're cutting it on fold. You're going to bend it so that the front will be on fold. All right? I want to believe this tutorial is helpful to you. Please, if it is, as usual, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to give me that your thumbs up. Yes, like, comment. Also share the videos with friends. Thank you. Till I come your way next time with another update. Bye for now.